And to this day, the nose cutting sequence is still, it just looks perfect. It doesn't look bad. It looks like he's really cutting him in the nose.
Oh, it looks incredible, dude.
Yeah, and Polanski's actually the actor who's playing the small Frenchman.
Hey, kitty cat.
Yeah, hey, kitty cat. That's actually Polanski. But the slice, the splatter of blood spray, it looks fantastic. And every time I watch it, I'm like, okay, how'd they do it? How'd they do it?
They actually, I actually can explain
Yeah,
it.
please.
So the blade has basically a swivel. Or it just looks like an ordinary blade without any pressure being applied. But when you put pressure against the edge of it, the blade goes inside of itself. And then obviously they had some fake blood pop out at the same time.
Got it.
So when he swipes, he's really swiping. He puts that it's a one shot. It's a one take. He puts the knife in his nose, then swipes sideways. It looks like it goes directly through his nose, but it had a little swivel, and it just cleanly, smoothly goes through, and just fake blood. Perfect. It's one of the best practical shots when it comes to like gore I've ever seen.
It's very subtle and very small in terms of like obviously things we've seen in other famous films regarding a moment of gore or, tearing through flesh or whatever. But this is one that's still just like, it looks real. And they did a terrific job. Just a two-shot with the two actors, and it's just like, it's great. I love it.
And the wound means a lot. Like, why does Town and Polanski have this character cut JJ's nose? Why cut Jake's nose? It's because he's snooping around.
He's sniffing around.
He's sniffing around too much. It's a metaphor. It's a great shot, great thematic element to the character, and he's ruffling the wrong feathers. He better keep his nose out of people's businesses, so we're going to take your nose to make you learn a lesson.
And then just cutting to him in the office with just the huge bandage on his nose is just great. And
well, first we see the reactions of other people.
Yeah. And then him having that patched up nose with the gauze on his nose, it's an iconic character look. You know what I mean? You mentioned the suits and the great tan and everything, but Giddy's obviously with the suit on and then having the gauze taped on his nose, in film history, it is an absolute legendary, iconic look of a character.
It's going to be my Halloween costume this year.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That's a great costume.
I hope people get it. Well, I'm sure they will now.
No, they'll get it, yeah.
Just keep ripping cigarettes the whole time.
It is the 70s.
Try to thin my hair out a little bit up top. It still looks good, man.
I mean, Jack's always been able to pull off. I mean, he's hardly had any hair ever.
On top, yeah.
But he still pulls it off.
He's just too cool and confident.
He's got it. Jack has always, aside from his personality, he's got a very striking face. You know what I mean? The camera loves him. And the expressions he can pull from his face just really, they light up the screen. And it's just, I'm sure every filmmaker, it was just a joy photographing him.
I think it's more, obviously, the camera loves Jack, but I think more Jack loves the camera.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's also what's part of it as well.
Yeah, he loves attention. He always loved attention.
That's why he's perfect as Jake Gittes. No one else could have done it like this. And just bringing the vanity and confidence to the character just makes this film so special. And these characters, the characters are incredible.